volume off so there's no echo. Okay, I got my baby, so we'll see how well she does. It's almost nap time. So let's take a look at NQ first, and then we'll go over here. Obviously, today was a interesting day that did not really follow much technicals. But this is the current move right now that we're in. 25,918 brings us up to here where the 1618 is. So upside target can be this if we continue to the upside. Right in this area right here. Let's take a look at the daily. It's trading in this box. Okay. Was this the trend that was retested? No. Let's go to the hourly. I'm going to remove this. So we basically filled the gap. Let's see where the 50% on this is. Okay, so we've held the 50% on this. So 445, as you can see here on this move up from this breakout, we pulled back to the 50%, then we broke back up. So if we move back up and break this high, now we can use this as our coordinator. Let's see here. So upside, we have 778 and then 868 as our 100% extension. And then we'll have some resistance. Let me make sure that this is drawn correctly. Like that. Yeah. You want to make sure we don't have slippage. So we want to get the bottom and the tops of the candles pretty correctly. So let's move this. There. Okay. So now let's do our extensions. Here and then here. So we have 699 as our 6.18, which is right here. What's going on, baby girl? Literally the moment I jump on. It's literally the moment. You haven't been... Is that scaring you? I'm gonna get rid of it? Okay, bye-bye. All gone. All gone. Okay, sorry about that. So 100% extension lines up perfectly with this level right here, where we had this top. So this is a good area right here. So 856 is upside target if we continue this move up. And then we'll have some resistance at 700, 768. And then we have this trend right here, which also held below here. So this will be my upside targets. Do you need to go to bed, babe? Huh? Or do you want me to hold you? Come. Okay. Come on. Okay. So this is continuation here. So we're playing off the 50% retrace on the breakout candle. It held the 50%. Now it's moved back up. We want to continue to hold over the 50%, which is right around this 450 area. So I would stay long over 450. If we break below 450, then I could see us possibly pulling back all the way down to the breakout gap, which is at 306. And then I'd like to see what happened there. However, just based off of this move right here, I can see us moving back up here, and then creating an engulfing candle here, and then just moving and then breaking this high. So that's what I'd be looking for on the long side. If we're long, short side, we'll see as the market moves. If we break these levels here, what happens? So let's take a look at silver. So as you can see here, so silver, so this is what I pointed out earlier. Silver is kind of curling. So we're noticing this, and they're not easy to draw, by the way, if by any means. They are not easy to draw. But we're creating this curling here. And it started here. So you see that. So you see that there. Now, what would this bring us back to? This area right here. We have this trend right here. So this is it's just the first thing that stands out to me. So if you ask me why I do that, I've just noticed over time whenever we have price action curling, it usually means it's going to it curls to the opposing direction. And so I'd like to see us play this up here where we retest this trend, right? We broke this trend. This is the retest of it. And then move down, test this trend, come up, and then break below. And then possibly go to right here where we have this area, which is also a nice support level as well too, which is right around 86.8 or so. And then if we look at from a retracement perspective, take a look at the shorter time frames. We don't really have a move down here yet. We have not really created any sort of trend here in quite some time, actually. It's been since January 18th. We have not created any sort of new trend, new directional trend. It's just been sideways price action consistently. So we're still waiting for some sort of trend to form. This is not a trend yet. We don't know what's going to happen here. So as of right now, I'd be playing the retest of this. I'd be playing this high. See what happens at this high. And then we go from there. But in this, it's interesting because every single night that we close and reopen, we're always right in the middle of a range, of some sort of range. Like, right, this is the bottom, this is the top, and we're just hanging out right in the middle. Like, we don't know what's going to happen yet here. That we're going to open, or we're going to move down, or we're going to open, we're going to come up and retest this area. Are we going to continue to curl down here? So we'll see what happens there. From a fib perspective, we'd probably be looking at something like that. And as you can see here, we've held this 618 extension from this move. But 100% still says 101.220. So I do think we're going to go to 100 at some point. I just don't know when. But as of right now, we're holding the fib level here pretty well. When we broke down here, we held this again, this 236 level we held right here. So I'd like to see how we react here at that 93.880, which also lines up with exactly what we're trying to do here, which is catch this curl to the downside. So if we move up here and we have this curling, we can break that back down here. So this is the area that we want to watch right here on silver. This area right here. This is the area that we want to watch right here on silver. Let me draw it again. Let me zoom in a little bit. right here. So if we break over this, then the curling is invalidated and we can move up, retest this high of 618 extension, and then break over it and go to 98. If we hold this, then that's when we're going to move all the way back down to this 90 area right here, and then hopefully break down back below to this 86.53 area. And then this becomes our new range. This becomes our new range then. Does it play a role? Is there a push so out this current area? On the 4 hour. Yeah, I don't see any. So this was the price displacement. Obviously, it was the gap, so we filled this. I don't see any price displacement on the upside up here on the 4 hour. The 1 hour looks good as well too. I'm not seeing much here. We just want to see what happens as we move into this area right over here. This is going to be very important, and this is going to be where we have our curling, because there's no trends that have been made. I mean, this is not a trend. Now you have this. This is not a trend. So usually when you see something like this, where you start noticing slower time frame. Hold on. Yeah, I think I really think that we're gonna move up. We're gonna open. We're gonna move up to this zone right here, 93.5, 93.6 area, and this is where I think that we're gonna have rejection, and I think we're gonna come back down. That is. So we have this price displacement here. So this is where we'd look to see what it looks like as we come back into it. But we're not done to the upside. We're going to move up a little bit, and then this is where we're going to watch and see what happens right around this area right here. So, cool. Sorry, guys. I wish I could stay on longer and go deeper, but I can't really focus with my baby crying. So I'm going to see if I can go put her to bed real quick. And then she'll sleep for a little bit, and then I can turn back on maybe 10-15 minutes before we open back up, so I don't have to annoy you guys. So I will be back.